Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have here an article from Reuters and I didn't read it, I read only the title. It's very concerning, to me concerning. For the guys in charge of us should be very concerning. Why? Because they have more to lose than I. So what's going on? If you remember, the Russian government that is, in this case, claimed on a few occasions in the past year and a half almost that the Ukrainians are trying to put together a dirty bomb. That is, put together with nuclear blah 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 and detonate an atomic bomb, a nuclear weapon somewhere. Not as a missile, but bring it somewhere and detonate it over there, or however they want to do it. That's a dirty bomb. And now the Russians again are coming over, Red Rover, and say, well, we detected and we have information that the Ukrainians are working on that again. As I said, I didn't read the article from Reuters yet, but I would be very surprised if they are concerned. I think Reuters will not be concerned and will dismiss this as Russia's disinformation and trying to cover its track for its own false flag operation. They will not take into consideration like, wait a minute, these guys claim this. That's a serious accusation. Let's verify it. I think they will just, I didn't read it, but I'm just, I think they will not be that surprised. They will not be very much focused on, wait, let's find out if that's true. I think they will be more focused in telling us these are lying mofos, probably they are planning it, not very concerned about with the actual outcome of it, but hey, these are just lying. Okay, what if they're not lying? Are you interested or not? You're not interested all of a sudden, because it probably would be the other way around. Oh my God, the concern. They will not say, hey, maybe the Ukrainians are just no. Certainly they have the information, and the Russians, they did it as they did it. We know already it's a settled thing that the Russians blew up the Kakhovka whatever dam. It's a settled thing. They did it. So therefore, and it's almost settled, I guess, that the Russians blew up their own pipelines, Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, because let's go. Let's see what's going on here. Reuters. Russian spy chief flags, and I'm quoting, suspicious Ukrainian nuclear activity. Oh my God, this is a bad-looking, ugly Russian. Oh my God. Is that how they're going to say it? They could have found a different picture, but this is not one of the best. But I don't care. I care what is inside, not what's outside. But I will just bring it up to you because this was determined which one they want. And you say, well, maybe this is his best picture. Could be. I don't know. Anyway, one of Russia's top spy masters said on Monday he hoped that the UN nuclear watchdog and the European Union would look into Ukrainian nuclear activity that, he said, might signal Kyiv was working on a quote-unquote dirty bomb, end quote. Sergei Narishkin, the head of the Russian SVR, Foreign Intelligence Services, did not provide documentary evidence to back his assertions. See? So they are going to, hey, you don't have any evidence, we don't care. They already started to look into, he's not credible. And could be, but if having someone possibly detonating a dirty bomb somewhere, isn't that concerning for you? It seems like it's not. Anyway, the International Atomic Energy Agency, the UN nuclear watchdog, discounted Narishkin's suggestions, saying all movements of nuclear material have been fully accounted for. Okay, well, then go to bed, relax, take it easy, and nothing will happen. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Kyiv has in the past said it takes its responsibilities for nuclear power very seriously. So here is covering for Kyiv. Over there was destroying these guys' authority. First, they say you don't have any evidence, so we don't really care. Second, the International Atomic Energy said no, those guys are very serious and very responsible with their nuclear material. And here we say the Ukrainians they take his responsibility for nuclear power very seriously, while accusing Russia of recklessness when it comes to its control of the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant in southern Ukraine. So you see how this went? Russians bad. This authority says the Ukrainians are great. The Ukrainians said we are great. On the contrary, the Russians are bad. All right, let's move on. It's so predictable. Narishkin said in a statement that his service has informed that a batch of, and I'm quoting, irradiated fuel, end quote, had secretly been sent from the Rivne nuclear power plant in western Ukraine for disposal at a spent fuel storage facility in Chernobyl. He said the action, which Reuters could not independently verify and will not, was suspicious and could only be explained by Kyiv intending to create a dirty bomb, end quote, combining radioactive material with conventional explosives. This is what this guy claims. It doesn't mean that's true. But I think that not being a tennis match or, I don't know, a little jerk-off here, you should look into it deeper than, we couldn't independently verify. That's all, nothing to see here. It sounds to me it's very dismissive. And these guys are so concerned about the global warming, okay? You can't make shit up. An IAEA statement said it had reported earlier this month on the transfer of spent fuel from Rivne to Chernobyl and taken full account of the material. So, we already did it. Everything is good, man. You're just making up shit. No concerns. Because IAEA statement said they did everything is good. So, good. So we have IAEA, we have the Russians, and we have the Ukrainians. IAEA are perfect when it's about the Ukrainians. When it's about the Russians, they are bad. When they say, well, it's fine over there. The Ukrainians obviously will deny, the other guys will accuse. The agency said it had been notified of the transfer in advance and the material was tracked up to its final destination at the centralized spent fuel storage of Chernobyl, where it remains under IAEA safeguards. So, this dismisses the Russians' disinformation right here. Got it? Everybody, go to bed and then see you tomorrow morning at work. At home, basically. Russia has previously accused Ukraine without providing evidence. Again, so these guys are just, the boy who cried wolf so many times, of planning to use such a dirty bomb amid fears on both sides that fighting around the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant, which Russia forces seized a few days after invading Ukraine earlier last year in what Moscow called its special military operation, could lead to disaster. Point dot, we don't care. My God, isn't that this easy, simple dismissal with the evidence by IAEA, just like that? Isn't that too conspicuously, strange? And they're so upset and so, oh my God, there were some, for good reasons, there were some mass shootings where we got 3 people killed, 13 people killed, 5 people killed. That's bad. We should ban guns and all that. Everybody is on it. But here, a nuclear bomb, possibly, which could kill, tens of thousands of people. Well, IAEA said they got it. Nothing to see here. They talk about, maybe the global warming. We gotta act now. The ice cap in the North Pole shrinks. Oh my God, we should do something. Don't eat anymore. Don't drive anymore. Stay home. Be afraid. Watch our stupid TV. Drink the beer that we give it to you. But without hurting the environment. For maybe something will change in 300 years. We don't know yet, but you do it for that. And we're going to have some people in power who are going to tell us what to do. For something that we will never be able to verify because we die by then. We're not going to be able to verify, hey, Al Gore was a weasel, John Kerry was a cop, and all these guys are liars. You will not be able to verify it. Who's going to verify it? People that these guys are going to propagandize, and the schools will promote this as a fact. We're going to put TV telling you the fact, mass media telling you it's a fact. Our kids will not even question that. They don't already question it. Ask the kids right now, a teenager, hey, tell me about the global warming, and see how many will say that's a hoax and how many will say that's a reality. Go and find out. And that's not because they realized. That's what they were taught in school. Who gave that order? Who writes the curriculum? the government. But they are protecting us. So the same here. It's very strange now, just so dismissive. And I didn't read the article before. I read it with you right now. And I knew it's going to be like that. I knew. Why? If tomorrow, God forbids, it's going to be a nuclear bomb detonated somewhere in either Ukraine or Russia over there, sound like a dirty bomb. Do you think that Reuters will say, okay man, let's see what happened? Or they will say, Russians did it, the Russians did it. Which one do you think is going to be? I mean, just by reading this mild article. The same with Kakhovka, I think that's the name of the dam. The Ukrainians just said the Russians did it. And the West, yes, the Russians did it. How? Where? What's the investigation? If tomorrow remember when they said about the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines, the Russians did it. What? And the investigation is what? In 3 months it's going to be 1 year old. We don't know who did it. All right. Okay. So this is dangerous. But that's the way the world is. We're taught, to do this. That's how they say a matrix. It's just this is like this, but actually it's like that. Look at these guys. Not interested. The IAEA said they got it. It's fine. It's not even a problem. I hope it doesn't happen. But if that happens, I guarantee you, my life, anything I have, I'm not talking about me, that they will point the finger at the Russians the first second. They will not wait for anything. It was them. But just like that. And you're going to have these guys who vote saying, yes, it was them. How do you know that? I remember when I was listening a while ago to Noam Chomsky. No, it was Noam Chomsky. Noam Chomsky or his friend Howard Zinn. One of these guys. I used to listen to them about 20 years ago. Not no more. But anyway, great intellectuals. And one of them said in one of his speeches that he had, lectures, he said, the first thing, these guys are not teaching us, the children, they're teaching them this, they don't teach them to be, they say critical thinking, but the critical thinking here is not allowed, but in boundaries. If you cross this one, you're not. And he said, I think one of these guys, I think it was Howard Zinn, he said, the first thing you should ask is when you receive an information, wait a minute, is it true? How did you find out it's true? That's how we should be as human beings. Skeptical. That's the mother of knowledge, skepticism and curiosity. Trying to learn and find out what happened. No, they don't. They just give it to you and say, critical thinking. We promote critical. No, they don't promote critical thinking. Because if I go right now and I critically talk about something with evidence, that's unacceptable. So the first thing should be, hey, wait a minute. Is this true? And how did you find out? What's the evidence for that? Well, the same thing. Russians blew up that dam. First question, is it true? Yes. How did you find out? And then they come with all kind of, they would benefit out of this, we will not benefit out of this, they could do this, they could do that. But if you use the same technique, the same logical, and let's say mental connections they make to the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines, you reach the wrong answer. Over there, you're going to reach United States as the answer. Here, by that kind of thinking, you're going to reach Russia somehow. But I'm not even certain the Russians will benefit out of destroying that dam. I think it's in between. But about destroying Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2, we know who by far will benefit. That's why they don't use this logic too much. When you ask, wait a minute, how did you find out? Well, obviously the Russians will benefit out of it. When they give you that, ask, how about Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2? Is the United States the one that benefits the most out of that? And you're going to be like, that's when their logic, their reason stops, blockage. That's it. Because that's the wrong answer. So, is it true? How did you find out it's true? What's the evidence? The same here. We don't care. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.